Hello guys, welcome back to your YouTube channel PD Bros. This is me Debra on the topic thoracic inlet or inlet of the thorax. So first we will discuss about the boundaries. So the boundaries include the anterior, posterior and on each side. So the anteriorly it is bounded by the upper border of the manubrium sterni and the superior surface of the body of the first thoracic vertebra and the on each side first rib with its cartilage. So this will be the plane of the inlet of thorax. Now for the partition, and the partition in two halves, right and left, with a cleft in between. Each half is covered by a fascia known as Simpson's fascia or suprapleural membrane. It partly separates the thorax from neck. The membrane is triangular in shape and its apex is attached to the tip of the transverse process of the seventh cervical vertebra and base to the inner border of the first rib and its cartilage. Morphologically, Simpson's fascia is regarded as the flattened tendon of the scalenus minimus muscles. This is formed by the scalenus minimus and endothoracic fascia. Functionally, it provides rigidity to the thoracic inlet so that the root of neck is not puffed up and down during respiration. The inferior surface of the membrane is fused to the cervical pleura. Beneath lies the apex of the lung. Superior surface is related to subclavian vessels and other structure to the root of the neck. Now for the structure that passing through the inlet of the thorax. So there has been viscera, large vessels, small vessels, nerves and muscles. So I have given the mnemonic in the last section of this video to give an idea or to remember all this structure in a very easy way. Now we shall draw the diagram and let's discuss which all are the structures that passing through the inlet of the thorax. So now we shall discuss the first one, that is the viscera. Before that we should complete this diagram. So all these are the structure and that passes through the inlet of the thorax. Okay, now our diagram has been finished. So now for the viscera. So the viscera include trachea, esophagus, apices of the lung with pleura and remains of the thymus. And the large vessel include brachiocephalic artery on the right side and on left common carotid artery and the left subclavian artery on the left side. And the small vessel include right and left internal thoracic artery, right and left superior intercostal artery, right and left posterior intercostal vein and inferior thyroid vein. And this will be the right and left brachiocephalic vein, which is forgot to mention in the large vessel. Next one is the right and left sympathetic trunk and right and left first thoracic nerve and right and left phrenic and vagus nerve. Then that's for the nerves. And now for the muscle, that includes sternohyoid, sternothyroid and longus colli muscles. Now for the mnemonic to remember all the structure. For smaller vessel, it is the ISI power. So the I stands for the internal thoracic artery and S for the superior intercostal artery and I for inferior thyroid vein and P for the right and left first posterior intercostal veins. And for the nerve, it is what a stupid partner. So the V for the vagus nerve, S for the sympathetic trunk and T for the first thoracic nerve and P for the phrenic nerve. And that's all for the topic inlet of the thorax.